All right, so all right, so how many ODs did you see like in prison?
Oh man, a lot, man. And a lot of it was whenever they was talking about the dope, the China White and all that stuff, man. It's only a matter of time with that stuff, man, because it was so potent, But I don't really think it was even the China White. I think it was like fentanyl or something, But man, yeah, man, to wake up and see that, people's, just like, one time, man, buddy of mine, man, he's gonna go, man. He can't even walk 10 feet, man. You know what I mean? Golly, man. And then wake up one day and man, hey, he ain't there, man. Real good guy, man. And it's kind of crazy because I met him in there, and his name's JJ, man, good guy, wonderful guy, and he told me about his son. You know what I mean? He said, hey Crush, would you go up and talk to my son? And his son owns Emo Pizza up on Arsenal and Gravois, right there on the corner. I think it's shut down now, but anyway, I went up there and talked to him, and because his dad was old, and he was in prison for a long time, but just like that guy there, he's one of the littlest guys in the prison, but one of the most dangerous guys. Yeah, but ODs, you just always hear about, oh, this here came in or whatever, or this here's gonna come in or whatever, but, and then you can tell whenever the stuff does come in because, it kills people. And see, like in prison, whenever somebody ODs, it ain't on the news. It ain't on the news, when guards got killed, inmates got killed, that wouldn't even be on the news.
Yeah. So you said so that was kind of like a suicide overdose. Did you see a lot of different a lot of suicides in prison?
Well, my friend George Pullen, man. Anyway, he was talking about he was gonna go someday, man. And, I come back from chow with a celly one morning, man, and golly, man, couldn't believe it, man. That was the time. I should have known because he didn't go to chow. He was usually the first one up there, because I'm usually the first one up there. I like eating, especially in the morning, getting some air, man, because I've been in that cell all night, But yeah, that guy there, man, George Pullen, man, he was a good guy.
So when a guy does a suicide in prison or ODs or something, do everybody has to go lockdown, or does the day go by normally?
Well, usually the camp will be locked down, especially for a death, But like whenever I first got locked up at the walls, no. Somebody get killed 30 minutes later, we're off lockdown, or But yeah, they're towards the end there, they'll lock you down, check everything out, and a lot of time I think it's just time for the cops to get ready to bullshit around, shakedown or something.
So earlier you was telling me off the camera about how you will see sons come in and fathers come in.
That's whenever I really knew, man, that this shit's fucked up, man. You got the son, you got the father, and then you got the stepfather, man. And you'd be like, golly, man, hold on. You got the, just like with other, like Rambo Ramsey, man. Hey, he was executed, but all of his brothers was in jail. Danny, Bobby, Elvis, all good friends of mine, man. But the whole family's in jail. Mom's in jail too. Mom's in jail.
So what would you think that would be for, like, just drugs or?
I'll tell you how you can look back on it. Hey, because most of them people they're all drug addicts. They like getting high. They like enjoying life. But there really wasn't no structure from the front. Whenever you get high with your kids, you're making a mistake. Because mom and dad and stepdad's involved in this fucking situation. But the
Like-
whole family was in jail.
So the whole family would just get busted at one time.
Oh yeah, yeah. And they get busted on their own little, however they got busted on, But yeah, the whole family was in jail, man. And hey, like towards the end, man, I seen it so many different times where son and dad are in the same cell together. That's when shit has got fucked up, man.
So how long did it take you to before you was in prison where you had to like, you just kind of fall into what everything is? 'Cause it takes a while for you to just get adjusted and.
Well, I'll tell you what, hey, I'm a kind of a pushy person, man, I guess, and I don't really like following rules and everything. So I guess with me, it was probably about a year, and then you just hear about people, dying, people fighting, man. And whenever I talk about fighting, man, I'm talking about people that would, hey, put all the money on there, and whoever can pick the money up at the end can get it, And man, I watched some guys fight in city jail that it was crazy, man.
So just say two guys put down 100, and whoever can pick it up at the end, it just keeps it, and it's a fair game.
Oh yes. And I'm gonna tell you, hey, there was one guy in there. Well, there was two guys I'm gonna speak on. Hey, and hey man, I'm talking about serious fighting, and Big Buck and D-Lo, and they battled back. D-Lo got whooped, really both times. I'm gonna say both times because listen, Big Buck got the second money too, though. But D-Lo, he was there. But Big Buck wasn't gonna hit him no more, man. He had a bad cut, man. Listen, them dudes fought. They got down, and Big Buck got that money at the end, man. And that ain't the only time. You see people. You know what I mean? They, hustle, man.
So that was just like playing cards at night.
Yeah.
It was just a regular thing.
That was just another thing that I was bumping into, because you got people tattooing. You know what I mean? It isn't. Every tattoo that I got, though, I didn't pay for. You know what I mean? I know you can say that I paid for them. Maybe smoking some weed with them or whatever. But there never actually was a price like, hey man, this here. And I got my whole back done. I got me a cardinal bird on there, and that's the first time I heard about Albert Pujols. I got me a Albert Pujols red bird on there, but it's just like living in just a bad like in North City, West County, whatever, you had all them different attitudes, and they doesn't, like some people don't get along with, north side, south side. Some people's hard on the north, you know what I mean? Hard on the south, man. They listen, when they say, especially whenever you've messed up and, they want blood, man. Hey man, they want blood, man. You trip, man, and what they're saying is they fighting. And man, it'd be, man, you'd see a whole pile of money. When I'm talking about cigarettes. I'm talking about cans of mackerel. It don't matter. Money is money. You know what I mean? Stamps, whatever. But that ain't gonna be no bullshit money there. That'll probably be some green shit, And man, they fight. They fight, man.
So did they have cause I know a lot of older guys in St. Louis say that it was like a Kansas City, St. Louis beef, but the younger guys don't really see it that way as much. Was it like that?
What's called? You had St. Louis, Kansas City. Yeah. You had them tripping, man. Just like Blood and Crips, man. You know what I mean?
So that was a real thing.
Oh yeah. What's called? Listen, Kansas City's hard, man. Kansas City's hard. Man, I met some real good dudes from Kansas City, man. Real good dudes, man. And respect goes both ways, man. And they're real. One thing I noticed about Kansas City guys, man, they're a little bit more, not so much outspoken, just a little bit more quieter with the way that they do their, presentation of their life or however, you know what I mean? That's just something that I peep out. But they're very serious dudes, man. Listen, and man, like one of my cellies, man, Mark Petlin, man, Good guy, man. Good guy. Hey, but man, had hands of stone. And listen, I'm not no slouch myself, you know what I mean? I'll fight a little bit, but man, I'm not no boxer, you know what I mean? I'm a, old steel artist, I guess, but hey, man, but man, hey, listen, that's a different fight, I mean, like, man, I would mess around with him, and man, he would throw, and man, hey, listen, hey, even if he wasn't putting all of his shit into it, that fucking shit hurt, though. Hey, you know what I mean? Hey, because hands of stone, man.
Yeah, because I remember when I went to Job Corps in Kansas City facility because they wanted me to get out of leave the St. Louis facility. Hold on.